Hiya. Um, hi. Hi. Camera. How y'all doing? Okay. Gotta get my Zen mode. Ooh. Here. Pen clicking. Get off. Okay. So, I need to plug in sound. Yeah. This will go in the blooper reel. Are you even cool enough to have a blooper reel? Like, for real. Hopefully that has made the sound better. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. Blooper reel. Because this is the for real reel. So, put down the hoop. Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name's Texas Bob. I'm a Flosstuber. For those of you who don't know what Flosstube is, it is YouTube channels geared towards cross-stitching. So, if you're not into cross-stitching, sorry, you're in the wrong place. If you are into cross-stitching, stick around. You might see something you're interested in. Hi. My name is Texas Bob 88. Bob, Robert, people call me all sorts of things. I have a couple of stalkers who have found out my middle name, so I'll just go ahead and say it on here. My middle name's Keegan. That's what most of my friends and family call me. Texas Bob was a nickname because my first name's Robert. It's a long, complicated story. There are lots of Roberts in my family, so they had to call me something. So anyway, yes, you will notice I have a beard because I'm a boy and I cross stitch and I enjoy it and it's a great way to relax. And if you're a dude watching my channel and you haven't started cross stitching, you should start. So, once again, welcome to my channel. Let's get this show on the road. So, for those of you who are new to my channel and just recently discovering me, talking to a camera is awkward. Just welcome. And I start off every segment with Fangirl. So my Fangirl portion is where I talk about YouTubers that I have recently discovered, been following for a while, but y'all haven't heard me talk about, or I think are just awesome. So, anyway, Fangirl. There's a new one. Y'all, new Flosstube alert. She is from the Philippines. Her English is really good. She's a little unsure about it, but her English is like really good. I didn't have any problems understanding her during her first Flosstube, and she was a little worried about it. Her name is Araceli Dario. That's what I found her on YouTube as. She followed me, and she made a comment, and she talked about how she had filmed her first video, but that her English wasn't very good, and so she was a little worried. And so I, like, popped over because I was waiting on something. I was, like, in a waiting room or something. And checked out her channel. Like I said, she's only got one, and super good. There's some background noise. Not a problem. It wasn't, like, overpowering her at any point. It wasn't dog barkings. It sounded like some construction. But it really didn't detract from the video. She's a Mirabilia fan. I'm having problems talking. Words. So, she's a Mirabilia fan. And she has started some and has some that she's waiting to start because she's trying to kit them, and in the Philippines some of the things are apparently harder to find. So she was talking about some of her difficulties, and so she has some that she hasn't been able to start. But the stitching that she does have started is really pretty. Like, I actually hope that she films another video. So there's going to be a link in the description. Yes, I'm going to do my links today. I'm going to do that while my video uploads or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And I strongly recommend that you go check her out. Give her some stitching love because our community is just filled with it. And, you know, check her out, like her, subscribe to her, and show her the same love that you have shown me. Because you love me. I know. Because I'm fabulous. Sorry if I'm busting your eardrums. I'll put a disclaimer somewhere about my ups and downs of tonal quality. Is that the right word? I don't know. That's the word we're going with. And then the next one is a Flosstuber that I actually discovered because of my Lord of the Rings Stitchy group. It is titled The Stitching Quest to Destroy the One Ring. I'll put a link in the description because I already have that link in another file. And for those of you who are new and don't know, there are many Facebook groups that are geared towards motivating stitchers to stitch by giving them assignments that they are to complete in a period of time. Stitching homework, basically. If you don't like homework, you don't have to do it. You can technically just go to have fun. I will say, like, I've completed a couple of assignments, but not as many as I should have. And I haven't done any of the makeup work because I'm just lazy like that. And this week has been a stitching fail. Like, hardcore stitching fail. I have done some stitching, but it's been a busy week. And if you stick around for my life updates, then you will hear more about that. But you don't have to. So, she is one of the moderators. I think she actually may have been the creator of the group, but I don't know, so don't, like, quote me on that, because you'd be wrong. I'm saying it here. Do not quote me, because you might be wrong. And it's Katie's Crafting Corner, and I really like her channel. She has a room. It's a little bare right now, because apparently she's setting it up, but I went and checked out one of her channels, or went and checked out one of her videos, her second to most recent, because I think she's come out with a new one, and had to subscribe to her because her and I are, like, on the same, like, I don't want to say stitching level, but we like the same kind of aesthetic. So, Katie's Crafting Corner, once again, and I will link those down in the description. So this is going to be a rambly video, apparently. Even though I do have show notes. So I am going down those. See, show notes, number 9, Flosstube. Like, I'm doing it. So, check them out. Links below. That's like the 5th time I've said that. Moving on. Next is progress, which, like I said, I don't have a lot. I really don't. Those of you who have been keeping up with my channel, y'all know I'm kind of monogamous stitcher. I have 2 projects that I'm working on, plus Ultra, which I will put a picture here. And the Teresa Winsler's The Unicorn, or Teresa Winsler's The Unicorn. God, this show is going to be a mess. Which I will post here. And so, this week, what I decided was that I was going to have a focus piece, try a focus piece for the first time, and focus on the Teresa Winsler because it hasn't been getting very much love. And then this week hit me like a Mack truck, and everybody, you know, has been like, hey, can you help me do this? Hey, I need help with this. Hey, you need to take care of this. Like, it's been a week. And so, but I did get some stitching done. Once again, it's not much. No judging. This is a judge-free zone. Get over it. So, I will show my progress now. There will be a picture here. I love when I point because that means I actually have to put a picture there of my progress from the last time I showed this, because it hasn't been it hasn't shown its face much. But here's this. Basically, can I? Yeah, there we go. So I basically got almost 100 stitches done. I'm technically at 98 and a half because there is a half stitch in here that I need to make. You can't see it, but it's there, and I know it's there because it's marked on my pattern. But I ran out of thread. I'm not good at floss chicken. Nope. So I did this area, and my goal this week is I am setting a personal goal. I would like to try and do 100 stitches a day. 700 stitches this week, and I've technically done 1,500 stitches in a day. My wrist hurt, and it was awful, but I did it. So I kind of want to do like 100 stitches in an evening and see how far I get on this project. So this is going to be my focus for this week. Y'all may not see Plus Ultra for another week. It's just looking gorgeous. Yes, yes, queen, yes. So, this is the full. And last time I actually did have some stitches in here. So, I didn't do the full 98. I had like maybe 15 stitches done. So, whatever. Don't judge. Judgment-free zone. So, that is where I'm at. That's what I'm working on. That's all for my progress. I know. It's horrible. But it is what it is. Like, I did stitch. I did stitch this week. Like, be proud. It happened. I didn't just sit there and watch Flosstube all week, which is kind of what my problem is. I've discovered I like sitting down and watching Flosstube more than I like filming my Flosstube, which I do like filming. It's awkward talking to a camera and knowing that people are sitting on the other side of a screen listening to me at some point. It's really awkward. Y'all should give it a try. And that train just left the station. So, anyway, I really do sit there and just watch Flosstube and think about stitching, but my problem is when I'm watching Flosstube, they're showing things, and I want to be able to look, which means that I can't be paying attention to my stitching, and then all of a sudden I lose count. It's like, where was I again? Because it's not like, my notebook's falling off. It's not like I sit there and mark every stitch as I make it. I do like a group of stitches, and then I mark them off. And so I'll be in the middle of like a group of stitches, and then I look up, and I'm like, oh, that's super cute. I want to buy it, but I don't have money. Okay, so it's going on the list. And then I look back down at my project, and I'm like, where was I again? Oh, well, here's my thread. And it wasn't this. And I think this was the route I was taking. Why didn't I mark those stitches before I looked up? So it kind of detracts from sitting there trying to watch Flosstube. Now, the Stitch With Me's are a whole nother thing. So I really hesitate to watch Flosstube while I'm stitching because I get lost. And then that causes me to get backed up in my Flosstubes, and I'm subscribed to like 83 people. Not even joking, not all of them are Flosstubes. Most of them, 95% of them are Flosstubes. No joke. And so I really do try and keep up with all of the people that I follow because it's important and I don't want to get backed up. And so it creates problems, y'all. Like, the struggle is real. Do y'all have the same struggle? Oh, and by the way, good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Miss Bendy Stitchy. You've told me that you like watching me in the morning, so I'm going to wish you good morning. I know I'm not the first because I'm sure you got your daughter up, but good morning. I hope you're enjoying your cup of coffee. Hi. So, sorry. She left me a comment and let me know that I'm like her Monday morning Flosstuber that she enjoys watching, and to keep up the regularity, because she enjoys watching me on Monday morning, and I'm just like, oh my god. Michelle Bendy says, like, she watches me on Monday. Like, she even has, like, a schedule. Like, I'm her coffee buddy. Hi! Those are the things that really do go through my head. Y'all are like, is he like this all of the time? pretty much. And when she told me that she watched me regularly and to keep up, like, the regular postings, I was like, oh my god. Like, what do I do? Like, this is all so much. Like, I just can't take it in. I have fans who watch me regularly, and I know that there are a lot of you, and y'all leave comments, and that's great. Keep commenting. I'm trying to get better about commenting back. But it's just, you sit here and you film this stuff, and you're like, are people really paying attention to me? Like, I see the views, but then I can go to the analytics, and it's like, out of a 45-minute video, your average watch time is 14 minutes. Okay. I don't think they like listening to me talk. That's the thought that goes through my head. I love y'all. I love all of my subscribers. Which leads me to another point. I got a comment here recently that it seemed like I was fishing for male subscribers. And I want to apologize for that. That was never my intent. I'm trying to call out the male Flosstubers who have abandoned me. Abandoned me, y'all. I feel abandoned. Minus Coffee Stitch and Blitz Stitch, because they are regular like I am. We all eat our fiber regularly, y'all. But, like, Chubby Nerd Stitches, Park Hopper Bart, Ginger Gerald, and Kyle Reckenmeyer, like, I miss all of y'all. Park Hopper Bart did post a new video, and it's super cute. Look at me, y'all. I'm going to make a note. Park Hopper Bart. I'm going to link him in the description. I'm not going to link all of them because they have been linked several times now in previous videos. And they've gotten a lot of love, but they don't have any new videos coming out, so whatever. But Park Hopper Bart, like, he works as a music librarian for an orchestra, and their season just kicked off, so he's been really busy. I get it. And so he did just film a new video, and y'all should go check him out. Give him some love. He followed me on Instagram, y'all. Which reminds me. Tag Instagram. So I will link my Instagram handle down below. A lot of copying and pasting, because most of this stuff I already have. So that's another ramble. I'm sorry. At least I got the stitching out of the way. If y'all are sticking around for the ramble, that's just because y'all like listening to me talk, and welcome. So, I have some amazing news. My narwhal has been replaced with a unicorn. So, for those of you who have followed me regularly, y'all know that there was a pattern I was looking for. It's the Thomas Kincaid Beauty and the Beast. And I found a copy of it that was reasonably priced on eBay. And I should have known, because it was reasonably priced, that it wasn't the best quality in the world. So we get the pattern, and I'm looking at it, and there's no back stitching on it. And then I'm like looking at the picture, and the picture's kind of pixelated, and I thought maybe it's just the picture. No, it is an accurate description, an accurate depiction of the pattern. And so what that means is that the pattern isn't very clear. The further away it is, the clearer it becomes. It's like looking at a pixelated image. Like, you look real far back and like squint just right, and it's like, ooh, it's clear. No, wait. Okay, now it's clear. I can see it. And that's great and all if you're stitching on 55 count linen, 1/1, and it's all the way on the other side of the room. But sometimes I want to like have it in my lap and go, "Aw, you're so pretty. You were so much fun to work on. I miss you." And then hang it back up on the wall, because I am that person. And so I was depressed, and I didn't want to work on the pattern. So my unicorn turned out to be a narwhal. Those of you who don't know what a narwhal is, they're like a dolphin with a giant horn, which is really a tooth, on their head. Look it up. They're cute. So one of my subscribers, we'll call her A, because I haven't gotten permission to share her name on here. So A sends me a Facebook message, and she's like, I'm sorry this might be creepy, but I have that pattern, and I'm done with it. Would you like it? Y'all, the Hallelujah chorus sang in the background, like the heavens opened up and angels were just all around me. Like, are you ready to go to heaven? And I'm like, no, I haven't stitched it yet. Let me just stay for like another 10 years so that I can get this project done. So, I was like, yes, I would love the pattern. Please send it to me. Here's my address. And she's like, okay, well, it's coming from Australia. I got a package from Australia, y'all. Like, Australia, where there are kangaroos in the wild and koala bears, which I heard are like evil. Like, they're super cute, but apparently they're mean and ferocious if you mess with them. They're cute if you leave them in the tree, but apparently if you go and mess with them, they can do some harm. That's just what, the Discovery Channel and Animal Planet has told me. Crocodile Hunter, y'all. I remember. I miss him. So, she lets me know that she has sent me the package. And then if y'all don't know, tropical storm Imelda hit. And the main postal building in Houston... Sorry, so there's going to be some editing in this video. That was my uncle. He was calling to ask for a ride. I ignored his text message because it was in the middle of a video and I didn't want to be rude and get on my phone and text. And then he called me and it was like, okay, well, my video ended anyway, so might as well. So, Imelda hit and a roof collapsed in one of the main the largest U.S. postal sorting facility in the United States. The roof collapsed and all I could think of was, please tell me that my pattern is not under hundreds of pounds of rubble that is slowly being sorted through by the U.S. Postal Service because it's a government-run facility, so nothing happens quickly. And was, like, devastated. Like, heard that news, and in my area, we didn't receive mail for, like, a couple of days. Like, nobody did. And they told you, if you had packages, there was a good chance that they were lost, destroyed, or would be late arriving. And all I could think of was my Beauty and the Beast pattern. My unicorn is sitting under the roof of a U.S. postal building that collapsed. So I'm sitting there and I'm worried about it, and my aunt and I go to dinner and I see a package on the steps and I'm like, could it be it? Let me get out of the car and go see. Like, we are backing out of the driveway to go to dinner and I'm like, stop the car. I need to get out. I need to see what this package is. Being hopeful, but believing that it's going to be a package from my aunt. And the stamps were from Australia. Hallelujah. The package was here. And this package was bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's just paper, y'all. No, it was not just paper. So you are going to hear some plastic bags opening while I dump some stuff out. That is the sound of magic, y'all. Magic. It's like Santa came early. And I stopped believing in him a long time ago. Mom, why doesn't he believe in Santa? Sorry if I ruined your kids. Okay. So, we'll start with the unicorn, because unicorns are special and they get to go first. Oh, and A sent me the cutest little message. And she even mentioned the unicorn. So, unicorn. We will start with the unicorn. So, here it is. The pattern. I can't show you the actual pattern. And the amazing thing is she did this pattern. It is well loved. The pages are brittle. They're sensitive. And so I'm going to be scanning them into a digital copy on my iPad. Don't ask me to share because I won't. And who knows? The pages might even get framed. I don't know. Or, you know, I might be able to bestow Stitchy kindness. So here it is. It has back stitching and everything. I am going to have Creativity by Gidge, linking her below because I'm going to talk about her a couple of times. Sent me the link for a website where they do the floss conversion because it's not DMC numbers, so they do the DMC conversion. So I will be able to get, don't show it, Keegan. I will be able to get the DMC conversion. But look, there's my unicorn. It's the actual pattern. Like, and everything. Hallelujah. Chorus singing in the background. Love it. And then she sent me some fabric. I don't know what the counts are. I don't know what company made them, but they're cute. So this is a printed fabric. Here. Let's see. This is white. Will it show up? That's pretty accurate. Maybe. Can I get it more accurate? It's a little bit more purple than that, really. Sorry. It's more of a lavender. Like every once in a while it'll like catch the light. Ooh, can I? That's almost it. I'm sorry, y'all. It just doesn't like me today. Today is going to be a rough day. This is going to be a long video just because it's a rough day. I don't know why. Like, it's a good day. It's been busy. All of these, let's see. So all of these are even weaves. So I don't know if they're linen or jobelin or what they're made out of, but they're super cute. So there's one. I don't know what I'd stitch on this. Okay, next one is just a white even weave. This one, so this one looks more like a linen, but it's really stiff. And you can tell that it's a looser weave. And it has some unevenness. But super cute, going in my stash. And then the last one is another print. This one, I'm really interested to see how it comes out on the camera. Okay, so on the camera, you get a lot more definition. Because in person, this orange is more of a peach. And so it's a lot lighter. And then this is like a white or an off-white. And so you don't get this kind of definition in real life. But it's super cute. I actually really like the fabric that she sent me. And then she sent me black Ada. Like, a lot of black Ada. Like, a ginormous piece of black Ada. Like, I haven't even like unfolded this yet. We're gonna see this together, y'all. Oh, it's massive. It's just huge. Yeah, it's big. So, I don't have any plans for any of this yet. I am excited to see what, it gets used for, because eventually it will be used. It will be loved. And she will be loved. And she will be loved. I don't mind spending every day. That's not really how I sing, y'all. Sorry. Like, if you're like, oh my god, there are cats dying in the background, that's not how I really sing. I can sing. I can. For reals. Like, my friends even tell me I'm good at it. And they don't have to tell me anything because they know me. And they're like, nah, we don't have to lie to you. Who do you think you are? We don't lie. Mainly because I don't lie. I can be kind of brutal. Okay, so where'd my thingy go? And the most exciting part, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I got fancy floss. Like, it's mine. It's not my aunt's. Because my aunt has a lot of fancy floss that I talked about in previous videos. Go check those out. Like and subscribe, y'all. And so I got, here, white, fancy floss. And that's actually pretty true to color. Like, it's pretty accurate. It might be slightly lighter blue. And that's what you're going to get. It's super cute. It is titled Maury Pines by Cottage Garden Threads. 10 meter pre-cut length, 100% cotton, 6 strand. And it's super cute. And she even sent me a little ring. I almost want to say that's more accurate. Why is it not? You know, everybody uses these whiteboards to show accurate colors, and they're like, oh yeah, that's super accurate. And here I am like, no, this is a little bit more accurate than that whiteboard. So this is the accurate color. It's super pretty. Like, I feel like this would do really pretty water. Anybody know any samplers with water in them? Maybe I'll give a sampler a try, just so that I can use this thread. Yeah, that's me. I'll start a project just so I can use some thread. It's super cute. Ooh, the Jane Austen sampler. I saw someone do a blue colorway for the flowers. Yes, that's it. Totally happening. I'm going to do a color conversion for the Jane Austen Sal. My first ever. It's probably going to look awful, but no judgment. And then last but not least, because y'all don't get to see the letter, and yes, there's going to be more crinkling, because magic. So, she sent me needle minders. And I guess I talk about Pokemon a little, because she sent me a Pokeball. That's so... I have a Pokeball, y'all. There's a Pikachu in there. Just if you're wondering, there's a Pikachu in my Pokeball. And then there's this little one. And then Gizmo. And Gizmo's super cute. Like, I don't like the movies because I don't do scary movies and things popping out at me. But Gizmo's cute in those movies. I love my needle minders. And these magnets are actually pretty strong. So, I'm super excited. I don't know what projects I'm going to use them on yet. You know, because monogamous stitcher and I have more needle minders than I have projects started. So... like, it is what it is. And then, last but not least, she sent me buttons. I guess she saw the little needle minders that I made, and so she sent me a little bunny. And this isn't a button, but it's a little wooden bunny. And I think it would be a cute little needle minder. And then a little bee. Buzz, 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 buzz. So... oh, you know what this might be? This might be because I was talking about, I believe, yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked about my my scissor fobs, and there was no rabbit. And so she sent me a rabbit, and then bees for honey, for poo. I'm just making that connection in my head. She didn't write that in her letter, but you never know. Maybe that's how it went. So, there's going to be another pause because I just realized I forgot something. So, pause. I'm back. Not that, it looked like I was gone. It probably looks like I just rearranged myself. Okay, so this is the last cross-stitch related thing. And it isn't cross-stitch, but it's cross-stitch related. So a couple of videos back, I talked about making bobbin buddies. Or, I don't know what the person who, sells them on Etsy calls them. But... I found them from Michelle Bendy. Why am I giving myself so much extra work? Okay. Bendy. Stitchy. Okay. So much editing. So much linking. Okay. So she had these cute little things that you could put your floss in for projects. And there was a clear pocket on the other side where you could put the pattern and anything that you would need for the project. Cute little project bag. And then she has these little envelope things that she puts her projects in. And she has a lot of them because she's a promoter for them. Or a vendor, promoter or vendor, one of the two. And so I was like, ooh, I need a project bag because I don't have one. But I'm broke and can't afford to buy one. So I know how to sew on a sewing machine. Maybe I should just make one. So I then started taking all of these ideas, all of them, and was like, what can I do? And so I created something. And in my past video, y'all saw it in pieces. I put it together, y'all. So we are calling this the Pocket Project Protector, or P3. Let me know if you think that this is, one, a pattern you would be interested in buying, or something you might be interested in selling. Now, mind you, this is a tester. It's not the prettiest in the world. It's kind of like the ugly duckling, and then later there will be a beautiful swan. But the fabric is like the best part ever. Okay, so there's this part where you can put floss, like I have. This is, it is now housing plus ultra. And y'all will just have to go back in other videos to see that. But it has little fishies on it. Little fishies. So super cute. But I was like, wait. If I put a clear pocket on the front, I can make it look like the fishes are in a fish tank. So the fishes are in a fish tank. And look, it's Robert. That's me in fish form. I'm a fish. I'm not a goldfish. But, you know, I guess since I'm the black sheep in the family, I'll be the black fish in the pattern. Fits, right? So, I'm going to hopefully sew some Velcro on here so that it sticks instead of just flapping in the wind. Oh, and that's the fabric on the inside. I figured because, you know, the fishes wanted to swim away in the ocean, kind of like Finding Nemo. So, there is a clear pocket on the outside where you can put your patterns and maybe your projects or just a picture so that you know what it is. And then there is a giant pocket on the inside. Can I do this? I can't. It kind of reminds me of like a whale shark. Y'all are so done with me right now. You're like, I cannot. And this is where my project is. Look, there's some of it. There, you saw it. See? So I'm actually kind of in love with this thing. I think I'm going to do Velcro. The other thing I thought about, and this just creates more work for me, I know, but I was thinking I could sew a magnet in here, and then put a magnet on this side, and then have like a needle minder that goes on the outside so that you always have a needle minder, and you can just put the needle minder on there and have it be decorative, but take the needle minder off when you need to use it. I think that's a brilliant idea. So you get a needle minder and a project bag. That's like pocket heaven. Like, so this one has 24, can hold up to 24 threads. So it's 4 across and 6 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So 24. Vanna White, y'all. And I'm really not going to edit most of this. Like, I joked about a blooper reel at the beginning. The blooper reel was at the beginning. And then the pocket in the front, I think I would use this to put, like, the picture of the pattern of the project that's in there so that, you know, because a lot of it, well, you know, I'm not going to stitcher here, but a lot of people, they have multiple projects, and so when you're flipping through them and you're like, what project is in that bag? You could see the project on the outside of the bag, because I feel like most people would put the actual project in the main opening in the bag. Now, this is not the best quality. There are some things that I need to fix. I did decide to serge the inside seams because I figured that was the strongest. And the problem was is this side and this side were two different sizes, and so trying to like serge them together got really complicated. Really complicated. Real quick. There is batting in here in the top and on either side of the bag. On the inside of between the, it's layered. So you're not supposed to see it, but it's there. And what I'm thinking is I want to make them iPad size because I do all of my patterns on my iPad, so my iPad has to go with me whenever I plan on cross-stitching. And so it would be like an extra layer of protection. I feel this one is not iPad size, unfortunately. It's close, but no cigar. You know. So I'm like in love with this. I say I'm in love with it. I haven't really used it, but I have a project in it, and I think it's super cute. And I only have a little bit more of this fabric. So even if I do make another one of these, I'm not sure I would get rid of it because it has Robert the Fish on it. So, new project bag. Okay, so that's literally all for stitching. If you've stuck around this long, like, you're a trooper. If you want to leave, bye, see you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And leave me a comment if you want to. But now we're moving on to life updates. Because life has been busy, y'all. So I have gotten for those of you who have kept up with me, I finally heard back from HR. I had shot records that I had to get, which really just means that I had a blood test to prove that I've had the immunizations, which we got those results back. I had a drug test I had to do, and paperwork I had to fill out. And so I did all of that this week. And then it takes them like a week to get all that paperwork together. And then orientation is only every other Monday. I was hoping the next one would be this coming Monday, but it's not. It's next Monday. So I have one more week off before I am joining the workforce again. So that is great. So October 7th is when the first day of orientation is. I have several things that I have to do. And so, but that's technically when I get put on the payroll. That's technically when I can pick up my badge and when I will have insurance. I'm going to be insured, y'all. So, new job details. Paperwork, done. Orientation October 7th, done. Last week of freedom, done. Check, check, check. Check, please. So, I'm super excited. And the list of things that I'm going to buy with that first paycheck keeps growing. And not all of it's responsible things. A lot of it is kind of not responsible things. Like all of the Haid patterns that I want. Which right now there are 3. Hopefully soon to be 4. That I want. And then there's the Omnic frame. I want to call it the Millennium frame. But I can't. Anyway, the Omnic cross-stitch frame. Hopefully someday y'all will see it on my channel. Because I want that so bad. Like, I'm not joking. I've been drooling over it since I started cross-stitching again and can't afford it. So, there's that. And that list is, like, literally, it just keeps growing. So, because then there's the Jane Austen Stitch Along. I want to buy that pattern. And it's just, y'all are such bad influences. But I love you. And there's no school update. Nope. Because I still haven't gotten any letters from them or anything. So, there are a couple of things I want to ask you if you've made it this far. 1, would y'all like a question and answer section in one of my videos? Let me know. 2, I was thinking about doing a tutorial on how to transfer PDFs to iBooks, which is where I do all of my patterns. I haven't downloaded a third-party app, and how I use it for parking and pattern use. Is that something y'all would be interested in? 2, 3. This is 3. You can count. At least to 10. So, 3. Do y'all want Stitch With Me videos? Is that something y'all would be interested in? Can I get a hell yeah? Let me know in the comments below if any of those sound appetizing to you. I do have plans to do a couple of collabs. I did a 2-hour video with Creativity by Gidge that wound up just being a 2-hour video conversation because my iPad didn't record. I was not a happy camper. It said that it started recording, and I went through it a couple of times, and it kept saying that it was starting to record, and so the last time I was like, okay, I'm just going to believe you. It lied. So I got off the phone with her, and it's like, let's go see if the video's in my photo album. Nope. No video. No 2-hour video. And it was a good video. It was an awesome video. And the plan is to do another filming that actually works. But she doesn't have an Apple device, and I'm all Apple devices, and we tried doing it on Zoom, and it didn't work. I really don't know why. So I'm trying to figure that out. I haven't forgotten about you. Okay? I still, I need you in my life, but I'm sure you've been busy, and I've been busy, so I'll get back to you on that, girl. The pattern filming, if that is something that y'all want, where I film how to transfer a pattern from one thing to my iPad and how I use that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. However, I'll have to figure out what pattern I'm going to do. I might download one of the free ones from the Hate website just so that I can do that video, but y'all have to let me know that that's something that y'all want, because there are a lot of tutorials out there, and so if y'all are like, this isn't a tutorial I really needed, let me know so that I don't do it. And the Stitch With Me, I just can't imagine that people really want to listen to me for an hour. I know if you're at the end of this, you're like, well, I listened to you for an hour. It's still a little hard for me to believe, and my average watch time is only 14 minutes. So, I'm just saying. But if y'all would like me to talk to y'all for an hour while I sew, and y'all just want to hear my randomness, I can't guarantee it's going to be PG-13. It could be rated R, and there will be an adult warning on there. Let me know, and I will see what I can do. I have a tripod that I might be able to set up that my aunt gave me some way, somehow, where I can set that video up. There is also another device that I can buy off Amazon that would attach to my chair. So it may take me some time, but if that's something y'all are interested in, then I will invest the money in it. Because this is money coming not out of my pocket, but my aunt's pocket. It's confusing. And so, let me know. There are some people here who are like, okay, well, where's the Ada that you talked about dying the last couple of videos? I have it. I've just been busy. Sorry. But it's coming. It really is coming, and I actually have some ideas for color schemes that popped into my head later this week. So I'm kind of happy that I've waited this long, because I think I actually have a really cute color scheme designed for one of them that will include pinks, blues, and purples. So, and I just need to serge the edges, wash the fabric, and then dye the fabric. So it's just been one of those that with the job stuff and everything else that's been going on, I just haven't had the time. As a matter of fact, I really need to get off this video because I need to go grab some stuff and then take my uncle to a thing that he needs to go to. So I'm going to cut this video off now. I'm going to do some editing. It's probably going to go up at midnight tonight because I need to edit, I need to do the links, and I need to do those shortly after I edit. so that y'all get this video in the morning. Once again, good morning, Michelle, Bendy, Stitchy. I hope you have an awesome day, that it is full of fabric and fun. Floss, fabric, and fun. Floss, fabric, fun. So anyway, once again, I'm really sorry about the rambling. I did have show notes. I showed them to y'all. But today is just one of those days that it's been a day. But keep stitching, y'all. Come back and see me again soon. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Write me a comment. Remember, this is a judgment-free zone. So I'll just delete your comment if it's judgy. We'll just make it that easy. But I do love hearing from y'all, even though I don't always comment. So think of me, have fun, come back and visit me. And if you haven't watched my other videos, go binge watch me. Peace out!